And here we go again. A wild week one is behind us. We're
Bow,
looking
bow.
forward to week two. And once again,
Hey,
we are
bow,
back with
bow.
another episode of Football Talk with Matt and Trey. As you guys know, I am Matt. To my left on the screen, technically right in real life, is Trey. Trey, how you doing?
I'm cool. Wild week one of football. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. That was an insanely wild week one. We already had a tie. It's already been week one. We had multiple games go to overtime. We had some teams playing on a slip and slide the whole fucking time. And we had some pretty big upsets, in my opinion. I'd say so.
A lot of surprises.
Yeah, for sure.
My weekly picks were not great.
Yeah.
Much unlike last year, where they were fantastic. Not great this year. Yeah. Not off to a great start this year, but we'll get into that.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
Matthew, if you would like to continue to MC us, where are we going here?
Yeah, let's just
straight in.
Let's recap. Let's dive straight into it. Let me pull up our stuff here so I can read through, know who we picked. Gonna make graphics for this. Took way too much fucking time, so might see the graphics for games once
Nice
the playoff starts.
Nice graphics.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Were nice graphics. Very nice graphics. Top of the line.
Yeah, they were pretty good. That just took way too much fucking time. So.
Takes a lot of time.
Way too much fucking time. More time than I fucking had. So.
Again, no TSP funds.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, so we're back to good old ESPN here for our recap of the games. Which, ESPN, they do what they do.
The worldwide leader.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So let's start off with the good old week one, game one matchup here. Bills at Rams, potential future Super Bowl matchup, but maybe not after how this fucking game turned out. Bills blow out the fucking Rams on Super Bowl night, or Super Bowl celebration night, I guess.
On banner night.
Yeah.
They blew them out.
31
They should have won they should have been up by 40 in the first 9 minutes.
Yeah, 100%. And we both picked the Rams because we both were thinking this is the defending Super Bowl champs. It's Super Bowl night.
Banner night.
Yeah, they should be out here they should be out here balling out, and they did nothing of the sort as far as balling out goes.
Josh Allen was fucking
pinpoint
going crazy. Pinpoint. Getting the ball out of his hands in like 2 seconds, and then when he wasn't getting the ball out of his hands in 2 seconds, he was running people over.
Yeah. Josh Allen.
Only reason it was even a game at all for a little bit was because both defenses were making plays. But soon as the Bills just buttoned all the way up in the third quarter, you just blinked and the game was over. So
yeah.
I was like, what happened?
Lots of turnovers in this game. But yeah, Josh Allen came out on top there with pretty good at only 5 incompletions the entire game, 297, 3 touchdowns, the 2 interceptions. But hey, is what it is. First game. Rams are no slouch, especially on defense. So what are you going to do? It happens the best.
I don't want to say Stafford's elbow is going to worry me, but it's going to worry me if you're not going to be able to run the ball. Darrell Henderson, 13 carries for 47 yards, not going to get it done. And 18 of them were on one big chunk.
Right.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, and why did Cam Akers only touch the ball 3 times? The world may never know. That kind of blew my mind.
A lot of fantasy teams, a lot of fantasy owners were upset.
Yeah. With the biggest stat when kind of looking through all this, you see Josh Allen rushing stats, we know he can run. Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis making some plays on offense, makes sense. And then you look at the Rams offense side, you got Cooper Kupp making plays, all makes sense. Nothing surprising there. The biggest thing to me are these 7 sacks that the fucking Bills had on the Rams.
Yeah.
Just absolutely mauling them.
I feel like it was the Rams, they had no threat of a run game, I feel, so it was just tough for these receivers to get separation. Stafford had to kind of hold on to the ball, but they owned the trenches really all game.
Absolutely absurd. And it probably in part plays into the Bills rotating those D linemen a lot. They have the most people start on their D line or play on their D line out of any team.
Keeps
or whatever,
people fresh for all 4 quarters.
Yeah, But Bills even like 9 of 10 on third down. Like, okay, how you doing?
Yeah, you're not going to lose a lot like that.
Absurd. They just flat out dominated the Rams. And it was pretty surprising. But hey, this is what odds-on Super Bowl favorite going into week 1 and definitely still going into week 2. So
yeah, they showed it.
Guess it makes sense. I go back
next.
Go to the next game. Oh yeah, I think I said we both picked Rams on that one. So, yeah,
these fucking dudes. This is one of the games I don't have a lot of notes on, but
right.
You don't really need a lot of. The only note I have: nobody can blow a lead like Atlanta.
Oh right.
Note I have.
Yeah, I forget there was like a Twitter post of how many like double-digit leads that team has given up in like the fourth quarter over the last couple of years, and it's absurd.
Many.
Yeah. So yeah.
At one point, I checked in with this game, and I was like, "Oh, okay, the Arthur Smith, Marcus Mariota team up, looking nice again." And then I didn't look at because the Steelers. I believe this was on at 1:00.
Yes, it was.
And the Steeler game was the one that had my full attention for obvious reasons.
Not? Yeah.
So I didn't tune back into this game until it was well and over, and I was like, "Why? It was like 26-10 or something at some point. What happened? Hello?"
Right. Yeah, I was keeping tabs on this game as well because I had the Saints by 5.5 in a parlay, and it was the only leg that I thought was gonna fail because I also had I had Denver in there as well, I think, and so I was like, Denver's good. We'll get to that later, of course. But yeah, I checked back in, and I'm like, holy shit, because then there was like a point where like the Saints could have like went for 2 on something, and I was like, oh man, if they go for 2 and they tie it, then this game goes in overtime, I can still hit that 5.5. And then they did some stupid like wildcat with Mark Ingram to go for 2, and it like didn't work at all. It wasn't even close. But yeah, I was absolutely shocked by how well the Falcons played, specifically running the ball. I don't know, like a lot of like Cordell Patterson, there wasn't a lot of talk about him, even though like the crazy season he had last year, he had to put up really pretty good numbers. There wasn't a lot of talk about him, and dude, like 5.5 average, 120 yards, touchdown. Mariota running the ball too. I'm sure using the option plays. Like I said, we couldn't watch too much of this game, but option plays, I'm sure, and a touchdown. Like the Saints for 3 quarters of that game could not move the fucking ball. Like it was.
Taysom Hill had a couple big runs early. I did see that. That was
but like had the 50.
That was crazy.
57 on the one, but he only had 81 total. So it's like right. But yeah, they just the Saints just picked it up. Like Jameis was slinging it. Michael Thomas 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Like, dude, they just turned it on, and I was like, where the fuck was this the entire game? But yeah, Atlanta, of course, lonely.
It was just pain. There was just pain. Whole lot of pain.
Yeah, that's just what they do.
I love Jameis.
There may have been one stat, and okay, both teams are bad on third down. There was one team that was like really bad on third down this week. I forget who it was.
Another game. I don't know what happened. Niners, Bears. What is Trey Lance stink? What happened?
Well, so okay, so first last game, Saints at Falcons. Where's it at on the list? I picked Saints, got it right. Trey picked the Falcons, got it wrong, but almost got it right. Should have got it right. But, yeah. Anywho, next game, 49ers at Bears. Bears pulled out 19-10. In the Trey Lance debut. So it's hard to say about Trey Lance here because fucking it was a monsoon. It was an absolute monsoon.
It was
out there.
It was.
Like so it's
they were on his ass, and that's a good defense.
Right. There was one play in particular where Eddie Jackson absolutely cooked him. It was like back there in coverage took like 3 hard steps to this tight end that was streaking out down the field, and then just immediately put that left foot in the fucking ground, cut back right, and made that nice pick that he had. Like just completely fooled Trey Lance, which I mean that's Eddie Jackson veteran. Like
Eddie Jackson,
that's what you're gonna do. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to judge Trey Lance off of this game. Now it's a Chicago team that they probably should have beat. Now it also didn't have George Kittle in this game as well.
Very true.
He was out, but
he doesn't just help in the passing game either. He likes mauling dudes in the run game.
Right, and that's kind of what you needed this week with the monsoon on the field. But I don't know what this Bears team is either. They just they may have just played better in the fucking monsoon, and things might have
too
just
early
went their
to know
way.
who really anybody is.
Right.
It's so far this was just a weird outcome for both teams. I feel like 8 of 17 for 121 yards.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
What happened?
Yeah, but all I see in my head is that picture or that video of him diving in the end zone and flexing and standing up. That's all I see. And I'm like, oh, he just dominated that game, I bet, huh? And it's like, no, he really didn't.
What a slugfest.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what happens down the line. I'm not ready to call, raise the flags on Trey Lance just yet. Because it is only week 1, and that was a tough conditions for week 1, but we'll see what happens down the line.
What?
Okay, never mind. I thought that was on my end. Next game we got here. Gold Steelers at Bengals. Probably game of the week, just how this fucking game went. I picked Bengals.
Yeah.
Trey picked Steelers.
Like a fool. Like a fool. He picked the Bengals.
Yeah. Go ahead, Trey.
Fool.
Lay it out.
Like a fool. Steelers defense is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Minka is ridiculous.
Yeah. I forgot about the defense.
We only have 4 active corners though, and one of them got hurt. That makes me nervous.
Yeah, right.
TJ tore a titty, but not the muscle. Or the tendon, whatever happened. He's only out for 6 weeks. He'll be back. That's good. Still worrying. Cam got a little dinged up. I mean, the O-line is a fucking problem.
Oh, yeah.
And the offense in general is a problem.
Still only 1 sack given up, but they could not run the ball.
We should have won this game by 55.
Yes, with as many chances that Joe Burrow gave the Steelers, and
I have a lot. This whole card is notes I have on this game. It's all offensive complaints. Canada thinks he's more creative than he actually is. This dude tries to get cute entirely too fucking often.
Yeah.
What are we shifting 4 fucking shuffles, 5 reverse misdirection shovel, pivot, fucking run for a half a yard gain? Flip, fucking twist, toss, fucking. It worked out the one time to Claypool.
Yeah.
Cool.
15-yard run.
Let's simmer down here. Trubisky's mechanics fucking concern me. When he's throwing outside, particularly when he's throwing balls to the outside the numbers, he doesn't point his feet at the target. Sometimes he has a tendency to fade back and almost fucking throw it off his back foot. And that's why a couple of those balls are not getting there, or they're floating a little bit too high inside, or they're allowing a corner to make a play on them because they're just in the air too long. He's not drilling them in.
Huh, okay.
Put 2 hands on the ball when you're scrambling, by the way. 2 hands on the ball when you're scrambling. He got so lucky that one time he just happened to flip it in as that big dude's paw was coming down. Najee being banged up scares me. I would like to shut him down for a week or 2, but we're probably not going to do that.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You don't want your foot. You don't want your feet being hurt as a running back.
I don't know who number 30 is. I forget his name. T.J. Warren, Warren. Jalen Warren. I like that guy.
3-7.
He's got good football smarts. Had good awareness.
That was good blocking. A lot of moments. That one play.
Great blocking.
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson continues to be underrated. That is just a huge fact.
Yeah.
Should have won by 45, 7 sacks and 5 takeaways, and it took fucking every single second possible.
Oh, right. To
win the game. Shout out to the Bengals. Joey Burrow's a problem. They're going to continue to be a fucking problem. They're not going to have problems this year.
Yeah.
He threw 4 picks and he didn't blink.
Oh, right. Yeah, he still came back, and then that second half, it was just okay, Jamar Chase is still, Jamar Chase still a dog. Joe Mixon,
Jamar Chase is disgusting too. What are we running man coverage 6 yards off the ball on the goal line with 4 seconds left with a Kello Witherspoon? I don't know what we're doing there.
I don't know if they were worried about a fade and he wasn't gonna be able to keep up with them, but he gave him the easiest.
Even if it was a fade, he would have got cooked. He gave him so much leverage outside.
Yeah, right. Yeah, fair enough.
And he was 6 yards away from him. What are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised people got banged up in this game just for how long it was and how, this is week 1, just got back, and now you're going into overtime, and you're using every fucking second of that overtime.
Hours.
Yeah, right.
4 hours.
Yeah, absolutely absurd. Yeah, I think I'm with you on the Bengals. I think they'll be okay. They still got a bunch of...
I was talking shit. I was like, Boz
yeah.
gonna bang this. This is what Boz do. If Boz do anything, he beats the Bengals.
Yeah.
And then before it even like hit the upright, I was like, oh, he looked like he chunked that.
Yeah, it came
was
off
spinning
so
weird.
bad. It came off
And
so
then
bad. Yeah.
he gonna act surprised. I was like, don't act. That thing
You
spun
know,
sideways.
yeah.
And
I think
like,
he
didn't
was,
even have spin. It just like flew sideways like a Tootsie Roll.
if he was surprised, it was more surprised that that thing almost had a chance of going in. I think that's
Yeah,
where the
right?
surprise came from.
I'm more surprised that McPherson missed that 29-yarder. What? How did he pull it that bad? Was the snap that bad? It didn't seem that crazy.
Yeah, I forget which one the laces were in on. I think it was that
Was that
one.
the 29-yarder?
Yeah, I think it was.
The one that Minka blocked was it. The snap took
yeah,
just
took
too
too
long
long
to get back there. He didn't have enough zip on it.
Yeah, there was one where the snap was slow that Minka blocked, and then the other one the laces were in, and so
Then
it's unpredictable.
there was
what's going to
three,
happen
right?
there.
Because did he miss two and
Well,
then
let's look.
one was blocked? I
Not
thought he missed two and one was blocked.
No, made two, missed. He only missed
Oh,
one.
okay.
Or it says he only missed one. I guess they're not counting the block. Oh, the block was an extra point. Block was an extra point. Yeah, and he missed the other one, which the laces were in. So
okay, I think that snap was high. That snap was high.
I know on both of them, like they weren't really his fault. It was like you got
and that was after
the
block, so he might have been kind of rushing it a little bit.
And he might have saw and like tried to pull and compensate, and then just made it even worse.
Yeah.
But either way, Steelers get a big win week 1.
1-0.
Coming out banged up.
1-0. Black Air Force energy.
Yeah, right.
Coach T providing Black Air Forces to the whole team before the game. And then they asked him about it. He said, that's just a little light fun between us. I'm not going to add any color to it for you.
I'm too white. I had to look it up to see what that meant. So
you didn't know what that meant?
No, I had to look it up. But
once
I looked it up, I figured it out.
They were there to do business, man.
Yeah, once I looked it up, I figured it out. Quick and easy.
Big steppers.
Quick little search on Twitter, figured it out. So anyway, next game here that shouldn't have been this close. Eagles win by 3 against the Lions, but they had what? They had a 17-point lead going into the fourth quarter.
Are we surprised this game went the way it went? The Lions waited until the fourth quarter to be like, all right, come on.
Yeah, right.
They're playing way back there. Let's just get some easy touchdowns and make it a game.
Yeah. You pick Lions. I pick the Eagles.
Yeah.
I believe in the Eagles. I like the Eagles this year.
I always buy. Our Hard Knocks always gets me.
Oh. Is that what it was?
I'm always like, I'm in here with these guys. I'm in there with these guys. Deuce Staley got me. Fucking Antoine. Jamal Williams. Eminem's walking around a facility somewhere. Yeah. Marshall.
It was close.
Coach is doing up downs. Hard Knocks always gets me.
They almost pulled it out, but not the case. Not the case.
Sometimes Hard Knocks like has like a hitter. Like I'm pretty sure Hard Knocks was in there like the year the Ravens won the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. Oh,
they were in there the year the Jets went to the conference championship.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's pretty much it.
There's one big
stat. Sometimes you smell. Sometimes you drink too much.
There's one big stat here that I'm like shocked by that we'll get to. But Jalen Hurts, I think he's going to be really good this year. I'm surprised no passing touchdowns with the weapons he had. And I'm also surprised by this, like Devontae Smith, only 4 targets, not a single catch. But
AJ Brown was eating.
Right. Yeah. But dude got it done on the ground. Well, 17 rushes, 90 yards, touchdown. So I like that they're allowing him to use his legs and use that athletic ability that he has. Also, like seeing that Miles Sanders is getting double-digit carries. They need to keep doing that because 7.4.
Yeah, I was about to say, give Miles Sanders the ball. It's kind of crazy what happens.
Yeah. Jared Goff played a pretty good game. I mean, like mediocre game, 215, 2 touchdowns a pick. I mean,
it wasn't until the fucking second half. DeAndre Swift played a really good game.
Yeah, he did. 15 carries, 144 yards, touchdown, 50-yard long one there. St. Brown played good. Shark played good. There was the stat that I was surprised by. I have this Tracy Walker dude on my Madden team. Did not realize he plays for the Lions, but he's an absolute dog. It's this one here. Oh, Aiden Hutchinson. 1 tackle.
Yeah.
All game. What the hell happened there?
Well, welcome to the NFL, right?
I guess so, dude. I expected him to at least get in there, like maybe a sack, half sack, couple tackles in there. Dude's at the bottom of the list here. Like Rodrigo's in there, getting 6 tackles, tackle for loss, you know? Rodrigo in there. Big, nice pick by Bradbury there. You know, eyes on the swivel, off the tip, runs it back. Big pickup for them. That was an offseason pickup for them from the Giants. I think the Eagles team's going to be good. And close one here. let the Lions get back into it, but you still pulled off a win. So I think it'll be all right.
I'm still not sold on Jalen, but we'll see as the season goes on.
Fair enough. Can't argue with you there. Next one here, we got Patriots at Dolphins. I picked the Patriots in this one. Trey picked the Dolphins. This one was also like, I don't know, I don't think there was anything too impressive in this game.
Tua played well. Couldn't run the ball particularly well.
Right.
But
yeah, I don't think neither
Patriots
team really
looked sloppy offensively and defensively just. But again, they always struggle in Miami, so it's hard to. And they always kind of seem to struggle in the first 4 to 6 weeks of the season the last couple of years. So it's hard for me to. Put a hard.
They don't have weapons. Look at these weapons. Who am I fucking throwing the fucking ball to? Hunter Henry's not as good as he used to be. Jonnu Smith ain't as good as he used to be. Nelson Aguilar has been mediocre this entire time.
Damian Harris. A lot of these dudes, this is their second, third, fourth team.
Right.
Devontae Parker. Damian Harris, Devontae Parker,
yeah.
Kendrick Bourne. Jonnu Smith.
The people that I would expect to be good got 2 targets. Devontae Parker thought he was going to have a good game.
And then you're looking at Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
Even Edmonds. Yeah. Gesicki, I'm surprised by this. Because he's a pretty good tight end, but they were trying to shop him. So maybe there's something going on there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was surprised that. Well, I'm not surprised by anything, but I just don't know how this Patriots team is supposed to be good with the weapons that they have. They don't really have anybody that jumps off the board at you. That's the guy you want to go to, you know.
No, they're gonna try and continue to win football games by running the football and playing defense, and it's either gonna turn out like this or it's gonna turn out where they win football games.
Yeah, I think they're gonna lose more than they win this year.
Probably.
Yeah.
This game disappointed me. The one we're up to next.
Ravens.
I was very upset.
Jets.
Ravens I was pulling for Joe Flacco, dude.
Yeah, me too. Even though I picked the Ravens, I did pick the Ravens. You picked the Jets, but yeah, I wanted to see what Joe Flacco could do. A little bit of a revenge game here for him.
I was pulling for Joe Flacco, and I was like, I'd like to believe that there's no way that a Super Bowl MVP can just lose it in a couple years like that. But he is on the Jets. The roster just kind of stank offensively.
And they got young guys that are developing.
Yeah, but I mean, golly. Lamar Jackson, though, he looked good.
Yeah, both teams started slow. It wasn't until I think late in the second quarter that the Ravens finally got their touchdown, and then they kind of poured it on after half.
Evan Duvernay was making plays.
Yeah, that dude out of nowhere, he's like a kick returner. He's I'm pretty sure he's their main kick returner unless they got somebody else back there now. No, he's their kick returner, punt returner, and kick returner. So, I'm surprised he was making some plays on offense there. But yeah, nice good game from him. 2 touchdowns. Bateman only had 2 catches but got a touchdown out of it. Andrews still doing his normal thing, and then I feel like this Ravens offense will get a little bit better once you get
J.K. Dobbins back.
Yes, J.K. Dobbins back in there gives them another weapon on the ground. That's one thing I was surprised about in this game. Let me see. I think it was the rushing yards, only 63 from the Ravens, and that's their main thing. That was their offense is tailored around the run, but they only got 63. So still pulled out a win.
Lamar, but that's what we wanted. You can't run the ball. I want to see Lamar do it with his arm and make it still look easy, and that's what they did.
Yeah, fair enough. Jets only 2.
Because they're a much better football team than the Jets, and they still, even though they couldn't run the ball particularly well, they made it look like they were a better football team, which they are.
Right.
I think Lamar is poised for a big year and a big payday at the end of the year.
Yeah, he's got to have a big year, right? He bet on himself. It's time to go out and show why you bet on
yourself. I was so foolish to pick the Jets, and I think when I picked the Jets last year, I said the same fucking thing one time I picked them, but I wanted the revenge game from Joe Flacco. It didn't happen.
Jets only 2 of 14 on third down. That's the stat I was looking for, which is absolutely abysmal.
I understand that you have some new details on.
Hey,
Adam. Okay, let's get to the next game here. Roll back.
My football talk with Matt Trey and Adam Schefter. All right, shut the fuck
up.
Could be. What you doing on Wednesdays?
I don't want him.
No, I don't want him either. He's a scumbag. But either way, exactly. I'm a rap report kind of guy. But either way.
Here we go. Next game.
Use the pump.
Got the Jaguars at the Commanders. Commanders pull it out. Carl Wentz Ebbs and flows of Carl Wentz. Ebbs and flows. You get the
Carl
4
had a good
touchdowns.
game.
You get the 4 touchdowns, but you also get the some of the crazy plays that make you scratch your head.
Carl had a good game.
I picked the Commanders. You picked the Jags. Carl had a good game. Yeah. That's pretty good.
I don't know what to.
I think you run NFC.
I didn't know what to expect of Jacksonville going in, and I don't know what to expect of them coming out. They just seem like a very bleh team to me all around.
Yeah.
Just aggressively average on both sides of the ball, it seems like.
Right.
Again, hats off to Carl. He fucking played well. It's the ebbs and flows. Did have the 2 picks. Took a couple unnecessary hits. That's gonna happen.
It's Carl, though. Yeah, that's how he plays football.
That's fucking Carl.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm sure we'll see Taylor Heineke at some point this season, but
yeah, wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, this is just one of them games where it's just hard for me to come away with anything on both of these teams because, again, the Jacksonville Jaguars, until they show me otherwise, aggressively average.
Right. I think Commanders, you could say the same thing. Like, they have some weapons.
I like a lot of these weapons. I like Terry.
Me too.
Curtis,
I like Dotson.
Jahan Dotson.
Yeah.
Logan Thomas. Antonio Gibson can do it all.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
J.D. McKissick's not one to sleep on. Like, I like a lot of those dudes.
Yeah, if Carl plays, like, consistent, like, if he plays like this every game, like, they got a shot. But, like, a 6-point win against the Jaguars at home, yeah, they're not showing
those
me
2
too
picks
much.
are going to make you lose against other teams, Carl.
Right, yeah. Homeboy, Trayvon Walker, first overall pick, got a pick, and it was pretty nasty, too. He, like, fucking snagged that thing. Disgusting. Good for him. Anyway, good talk about some teams that are actually going to matter. Like the Browns and the Panthers. I didn't know who was next.
Neither of these two.
I didn't know who was next. So Baker Mayfield revenge game does not get it done. Cade York hits a bomb.
So disappointing to see. There was just so many things. It was just disappointing to see. I'm happy for Jacoby because Jacoby played well given the circumstances, and it's really, looking back on it in retrospect, it was foolish to even think about picking someone else other than the Browns because their defensive front is disgusting, and they have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
Yep. Nick Chubb just fucking torched them. 141.
And then when Nick Chubb needs a little bit of Gatorade or something, Kareem Hunt just comes in and fucking runs for a 24-yard touchdown.
Yeah, he's like, I'll take that real quick. Yeah, not a big deal. Don't worry about it.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, kind of mediocre game, but I don't know much about like this Panthers O-line and how they look, but I'm sure they had trouble against that fucking
Baker just looked like he was playing with too much emotion the whole game and was missing throws early. He seemed to kind of settle in more late.
On that rushing touchdown, he like you could see it all kind of like came out. He was fucking spiked the ball up against the wall and shit.
And it just showed early, and they had a shot to win it late. I believe he missed the field goal.
Let's see. I think you're right.
Did he miss it, or did the Browns make one at the end?
No, Browns made one at the end. He made that 58-yarder at the end to win it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Kobe. And who's that? Peoples Jones, I think, was the receiver from Cleveland that played particularly well, especially late. Made some big catches. Yep. Yeah, Kareem Hunt, 4 catches, 24 yards.
Amari Cooper.
David Njoku kind of disappeared. Couldn't really get him involved. Amari Cooper's on the Browns?
Yep.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess they went all in on CD, I guess. And I was like, that's all we need. But clearly not. We'll get to them later.
I guess good for the dog pound.
I guess so.
This is another one I have mixed feelings walking out of because 1, it negatively impacted my record for the week, and 2, which is not how I saw it going.
Yeah, we had to. You have to. The Browns are gonna have to go through and rely on their run game because they don't like.
Which they should.
Yeah, and it worked. But man, I don't. 17 points in the fourth quarter. Can't be giving that up.
Can't be doing that.
You could close out those games. Next one here,
Colts,
tie
Texans.
of the week. Fucking surprise of the week.
Got Roberto fired, dude.
Yeah, he's fucking gone. See ya. Colts at Texans.
See ya, goggles.
Colts. This is the biggest spread of the week. Colts are favored by 7.5. Teams end up fucking tying. Hey,
Dougie Mills and the Texans got some fire.
Yeah, we'll get to that for week 2.
They got some fun. Look at Dougie Mills slinging.
Yeah, this is a good Colts defense too. 242 touchdowns. Ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Jonathan Taylor still ran for $160.
Yeah, but he started super slow. Like
They had to feed him a lot.
Yeah.
They had to feed him a lot. Rex Burkhead being my leading rusher makes me nervous every time I look at it.
Right. Yeah, there's no way that's going to end up well. Yeah.
But like Brandon Cooks, O.J. Howard, Chris Moore.
O.J. Howard, he's
there. Pharaoh Brown.
Former Buccaneer, former Bill to start training camp, gets cut by Bills, goes to Texans, has 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. So good for him, O.J. Howard.
Impact player.
Yeah. Pittman had a good fucking game.
I think Charles Davis called us opportunistic at some point in the game. I freaked the fuck out. It's like, opportunistic!
There it is. Got that on your bingo cards. Yeah, good.
Everybody take a shot.
I like seeing what they're doing with Nyheim Hines. This is with Jonathan
Taylor. Get him involved actually this year.
Yeah, with Jonathan Taylor, he's got to be your main back, but put fucking Nyheim in the fucking slot. That dude can
let him make some plays in space. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what hurt them last year down the stretch. They just they had this weapon that they didn't utilize.
Yeah, good game. Decent game from Matt Ryan here. 352 touchdown pick. I mean, first real football game. I'd like to see
better from Matt Ryan against this defense.
First real football game with that team, too. There's probably be a little bit of growing pains, but you should not have 4 fucking fumbles. You should not have 4 fucking fumbles.
Yeah, that's a cause for concern.
Yeah,
they got to pass protect better and such and such. But I wanted a better game out of Matt Ryan against this Texans defense. But hey, Texans might have that dog in them. I don't know.
Lovie Smith, I got Lovie Smith in there. That changes everything.
I like that a lot.
Oh, I went too far. Yeah, me too. Yeah, so doesn't matter who we pick.
Fucking 5 straight games that I just didn't expect, like how it affected affected my win-loss ratio for the week.
Yeah, another one we didn't expect. Giants and Titans. Titans pulled out in the fourth quarter. I believe they went for 2. Yeah, I think they went for 2 at the end. And that's how they won.
The Giants?
Yeah. We can confirm that by the play-by-play.
What'd you think of Brian Davis?
Fuck.
Rex.
Yep. 2-point conversion. Yep. That's what you got to do if you're the Giants.
Hey,
Brian Davis.
What'd you think of Brian Davis?
You like to see the Giants playing hard,
right?
But I think this is just going to lead to maybe a 2-6 record,
right?
At some point.
That's kind of what.
Kind of caught the Titans sleeping a little bit.
So.
They fought back in this game. You like to see it, but. Yeah.
Saquon might be back.
Saquon is a dog, though. That's a real thing. Saquon is a monster. It's good to see Saquon back.
Yeah.
And it's good to see him having as much emotion as he did. So he's into it. He's invested. The Giants, I feel like they'll be like the Lions were last year. Horrible, but in a lot of games.
Fair enough. I like that.
Not far off from a lot of wins, but will take a lot of losses.
Yeah. I don't know who the Titans are going to throw to all season.
Yeah.
There's not.
They look foolish for getting rid of it, for letting AJ Brown go.
There's not a single name on this list that I'm like, yep, that's your go-to guy. Like Robert Woods.
No, they don't have. They're missing a number 1 receiver, and you feel it.
I like Robert Woods a lot, but dude's getting up there in age.
Not a number 1.
And he's not a number one.
No. Even in his prime, not a number 1.
Yeah. I'm surprised that this defense gave up as much. They got some people on this defense. I'm surprised they gave as much rushing yards to Saquon as they did. But hey, that's a testament to Saquon. Maybe he's all the way back. We'll see. Time will tell. It's hard to make assumptions off of week 1. Hard to make some off week 1.
I know that's right.
Let's get into the next game. I don't think I said who we both Titans probably, huh? Hard to find some of this shit on the list. We try to put it in order every fucking time, and then
I definitely went Titans.
You had those, right? Where the hell? Mm-hmm. There it is, Titans, and I went Titans as well. You crossed something out and then circled Titans. That's why I couldn't find it. So we both went Titans. Both got it wrong.
Because I almost wrote Texans or some shit.
Oh, okay. Next game here. Packers at Vikings. We both picked Vikings in this one. Both got it right. Man, that Packers defense, dude. What the fuck are they doing? How do you leave the number 1 target in for Minnesota just wide open on multiple plays? That's the problem. Like, you do it once, okay, mix up in coverage, not a big deal. It happens. They did it multiple times. This dude was wide fucking open. His average catch was fucking 20 yards, dude.
And it seems like they're going to have the same problem as the Titans. They are missing a number 1.
Yeah.
At wideout.
Right. I think
it's noticeable.
I think Christian Watson's who they're hoping for, but dude missed his what should have been his first touchdown of his career.
A.J. Dillon should never be their leading receiver.
No, not one bit. Not a shot. Where's Aaron Jones?
He's like a goal line back.
Yeah. Aaron Jones ain't up there. But yeah, I picked the Vikings to win this division, and there's a reason I fucking picked them to win this division, because
Vikings can be scary, and they seem energized by Kevin O'Connell. The offense, Kirk seems to just get better every year.
Yes, consistent. He's consistent.
Kirk's aging like a fine wine. Yeah. And Dalvin Cook's a beast. If they can continue to run the football, like if Dalvin Cook stays healthy,
yep. Yes, that was a big.
The Vikings will be a problem because the defense is consistently nice.
Yep, and they added Zadarius Smith from the fucking Packers, and he's an animal. Just put him on the other, then put Hunter on the other side. And then you still got Harrison Smith back there.
Pat P in there.
You got Pat P.
Jordan
Pat
Hicks,
P
Harrison Smith. You got
Kendricks.
dog veterans that can still ball.
Yep. Yeah, this Vikings team, I think they win this division. The Packers hate going against Aaron anytime I make picks, but because he's a good player, but fuck, dude, it's gonna be tough. He was on his ass that entire game, and he had nobody that could catch the fucking ball. So good luck, Aaron. Good luck.
What are we having another episode here? These dogs. Yeah.
Next game on the list here, we got the Chiefs at the Cardinals. Game went the way I thought it would because Cardinals are losing a lot of weapons. There was some question marks going in this game about how the Chiefs would play, losing Tyreek Hill. They did just fine. We both picked the Chiefs. What is there to say about this game?
There was no question here. The Cardinals were outcoached and outclassed from the jump. Kyler and Cliff get exposed every time they go against a veteran coach with any type of cachet. Mahomes looks good. I like the Juju looked good. Chiefs defense looked good. Kyler clearly didn't hit his fucking film quota for the week.
Yeah.
They don't have like a lot of weapons.
Yeah,
like, you look Travis Kelce, Juju, Marquez Valdez, like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They got Jerick McKinnon, Mecole Hardman. They got dudes to throw to over there. Like, I don't know who Greg Dortch is.
Yeah.
Marquise Bryant's pretty good, but James Conner.
I don't think
probably the only Zach Ertz, AJ Green. Those dudes are well past their prime. So I mean, without D-Hop,
yeah, they're good.
It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle.
That's what I was gonna say. I think
game.
Marquise shines when you have D-Hop in there. If you don't have D-Hop, I don't think he's a dude that can like. If he's doubling, he's not getting open, and that's all.
Unless Greg Dortch goes crazy.
I guess Greg fucking Dortch. I don't even know who the fuck I did.
And who's their feature back? Is it Connor?
Yes. Kyler Murray. No, I'm just kidding. No, Connor got the most carries, but he couldn't fucking do shit anyway.
Recipe for success.
Yeah. So I think their main mentality is get in the red zone and then run the ball. Like, I don't.
Cliff Kingsbury's offensive genius and Kyler's athleticism is going to save us from every scenario. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Enjoy being a 9-win team every year.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Next, I love this game. I was trying to find this game anywhere I could fucking find it. I finally snuck in like at the end, and I was keeping up with it on Twitter because God forbid you can actually watch any game you want. At this in 2022. Maybe next year though. Next year we'll be able to once.
Can't you do it with that NFL Plus thing? But it's got to be on a mobile app or some.
Yeah, I think it's got to be. I was trying to figure that out too. Yeah, I think it's got to be mobile, and then if you like listen on a computer, you can only listen to the audio. You can't listen to you can't watch. And I'm like, I ain't fucking doing that. Oh, can't wait for fucking Sunday Ticket to get released next year and go to somewhere where it's digital and I can just fucking buy it. I'll pay whatever amount of money I need to fucking pay to have that. Right. Anywho. Yeah, Raiders at Chargers. Chargers pull out the win. Justin Herbert looked fucking phenomenal. He was making throws while doing fucking splits. And like dimes too, I'm talking.
Yeah, that dude is a freak.
Dude, he is so fucking good.
How about Khalil Mack making an instant fucking splash on the defense?
Yeah, like Khalil Mack didn't lose a step. Fucking 3 sacks. Like, what are we talking about? Joey Bosa 1.5. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, there was times that whole defense was just flying around. Derwin James, Kyle Van Noy out there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like Derek Carr and Devontae Adams selection. What the fuck did Devontae get back there to like in the Wildcat or something? I'm just noticed that he's on the passing stats here.
I think they ran like a little end around.
Oh, okay. Dude, that connection's looking good as it should have. Like Derek Carr is a good quarterback. He was an MVP candidate a few years ago before he fucking broke his leg or whatever the fuck happened. So like that connection's good, but he's not really at that MVP caliber anymore. Plus, this is a tough fucking defense to go against, dude. This is a tough fucking defense to go against. So 3 picks makes sense. I like this connection here, though. This Devontae Adams connection. 17 targets, so
yeah,
clearly,
that looked great.
Clearly,
there was times when the Raiders' offense looked like how you wanted it to look like, but it was just a little bit shaky. I would like to see them run the ball more. I mean, he ran 10 times for 50-some yards.
13 total
keep
runs.
Running the ball more. I feel like you're 10, 15.
5.7 a carry. Yeah.
I feel like you're 10, 15 more rush carries away, like keeping Herbert off the field a little bit more. Yeah, and maybe you come out on time. Maybe you win 24-19.
So they were kind of down. So like I understand kind of throwing the ball a little bit more. Like they're down 17-3 going in the half. But then they battle back a little bit, so they were kind of down like the entire game. So fair enough, you're trying to make things up. But if you're getting 5.7, like at least move the ball a little bit, yards are yards. I don't.
Yeah, Brandon Bolden caught that touchdown. I was like, damn, Brandon Bolden's still in the league.
Yeah. I wish Mike Williams would have got a little bit more targets here, have him on fantasy. So
he didn't even touch the ball until there was like 7 minutes left.
But I mean, like, look at this from Herbert. Like, this is class. This is class here. Look at this. 4 targets, 4 targets, 4 targets, 4 targets. Like, look at that, dude. This is winning offense. Like, who are you supposed to cover in this? Who are you supposed to double? Who are you supposed to worry about? It doesn't matter. Because, like, I'm just going to throw it to everybody, and everybody's going to fucking catch it.
And they got good running backs.
Yep.
Eckler, Kelly, Sony Michel. All good running backs.
Yeah, I liked what I saw from the Chargers team, and I'm feeling pretty damn good about my Super Bowl pick. What we got next here? We both picked Chargers because we're not Bills, by the way. Oh, Bucks Cowboys. This boring ass game on Sunday night.
This game was boring as shit.
Yeah.
I tuned in for about 15 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. Lenny Fournette was running hard.
Yes, he was.
Cowboys looked like shit.
Yep.
But for the most part, Bucks were slow playing them because their offense ain't really where they want it to be yet, and Cowboys just couldn't stop them.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There's not much more to say there. I mean, I'm not surprised Cowboys look like I don't know. I feel like the Cowboys offense. I don't know everything about the Cowboys, dude. Every time I think about their team, I'm like, this team isn't that good. Like they get hyped up.
They got talent, especially on defense. I mean, like Leighton Vander Esch,
Micah
Parsons,
yeah,
Trayvon Diggs, Malik Hooker, Anthony Barr.
Yeah,
they got dogs on the defensive side and on the offensive side. They just don't. I don't know what
Ezekiel Elliott. He ain't good like really anymore. He doesn't fucking do anything anymore. 7 yards is as long as fucking carry.
I mean, that's 5 yards of tote there. They're not giving it to him.
Yeah, but like, I don't know if like the 7 got him over the 5 or something. I don't know, but like, it doesn't seem like there was a lot of.
Yeah, it was Cooper Rush time for a little bit there at some point.
Yeah, which is fair. Like Cowboys are fucked for like 6 weeks because that offense looked bad with Dak in there. I'm sure with Cooper Rush in there, not gonna look any better. So, yeah, it's gonna be rough for Dallas. I think they're probably gonna end 3rd in this division. I think Washington ends up above them.
I don't know what it is about that Coach McCarthy, that offense. It's just not meshing well.
No, not looking good. Final game here of week 1. The supposed Russell Wilson revenge game.
God, another one. That was like, what are we doing? All the disappointments here. I can't take it.
Yeah. Shout out to Geno Smith.
I don't want to say disappointments because I was super happy for Geno.
Dude cooked. Only 5 incompletions, 195, 2 touchdowns.
The second half, everyone kind of just went bye-bye. Everyone disappeared in the second half. But I mean, Geno came out hot.
Yeah. I did not expect
he didn't lose the game.
No.
He helped them win the game, and that's what's important.
I didn't expect this game to go this way at all. I thought Russ was going to cook. Russ cooked like for yards, but like nothing looked like it. Like his total yards make it look like he cooked, but like overall there wasn't anything that was like Judy got all these off of that one catch that was like disgusting, where he like pushed the fucking dude down and just burned the safety down the sideline.
11 catches for Javonte Williams. There was a lot of like quick dump downs. I didn't like what I saw out of Denver. And then the 4th and 5, Peyton Manning almost threw up on national television.
I know. I watched that back. So I went to bed because I was like, I don't have to talk about this.
I think we can stop. We can talk about it here. We can get it a
Yeah.
second here. Or I think we stop. We talk about it here. I think we take a second. We talk about it here. 4-5, and then you try a 64-yard fucking field goal. What are we doing?
They got McManus, but yeah, I don't know. 64 is gonna.
He ain't ever
done.
made 160 plus. What are we basing the fucking?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, coach, I got it. What's he supposed to say? No, don't send me out there.
I don't know. The thing is, like, it's catch-22 because, like, dude makes it. Hackett looks like a genius because he ran the clock all the way down.
Anybody
They make it and they win.
I don't think anybody gives him shit if he sends Russ out there as opposed to kicking a 64-yard field goal.
Fair enough.
I don't think anybody gives him shit. I don't think there's any. If they do that,
Yeah,
and Russ throws a pick, there's a sack, fumble, incompletion, whatever.
yeah.
I don't think there's any of what we're doing now after the missed field goal.
Right.
We're probably more like, what happened? What went wrong? Why did they look so? Why did they only score 16 fucking points?
Yeah, fair enough.
That Seattle defense was making plays, 2 fumbles on the goal line.
How do you yeah, it's hard to come
they were
back
talking
from
shit. You trade your D line, you trade us here.
that.
That's what you get. Bitch.
Yeah. That wraps up week 1. Oh, of course I can't fucking pull this up. Getting there though. Wraps up week 1. Can get into week 2 here once I can open the fucking screen. 1 second. It's technical difficult.
Russ didn't even get to ride. Russ just had to ride on over to the fucking sideline and just watch McManus attempt a 64-yard field goal that he knew damn well he was not going to hit against his former team. He knew damn well. Oh, look at that record. That is horrible.
Here's our records for week 1
brutal.
going into week 2. There's week 2 scheduled. Trey is 5-10-1 because we called the ties as ties. It's not fair to give anybody wins or losses on ties, so we just call them ties. And then I ended up with an 8-7-1 record going into week 2. Rough start for Trey. Was never under 500 the entire week. Or entire season last year. Starts off week 1. There's a week 1 with a fucking heater.
Yeah. That's all right. We love a comeback story.
Yes, we do. Anyway, let's get into it. So, first game on the docket here, Thursday night, tomorrow night, because we are recording this on Wednesday. We have the 1-0 Chargers versus the 1-0 Chiefs. Chargers are plus 4.5 going into Arrowhead. Trey, what do you think on this one?
It's tough.
It is tough.
I'm picking the Chargers. I want the Chargers. I like what they did last week. I think they're going to ride it. I don't know if the Chiefs are ready for the Chargers yet. I think the Chargers are. I don't know. I just feel like the Chargers defense is the difference maker right now for me.
I think so too. I think that Khalil Mack addition is nice. And that Chargers defense didn't even have J.C. Jackson last week because he's hurt. And I'm pretty sure he's not playing this week either because it's a short week. But even without that, I will take the Chargers as swell. Are you writing these down again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Next one on the list here, we got the Dolphins at the Ravens. Ravens are 3.5-point favorites at home against the Dolphins that look pretty good week 1. I'll go first on this one. I am going to take the Ravens simply because I like their defense a lot. Defense is always good. Defense always gets some pressure. They got some good members back there in the secondary. New pickup Marcus Williams from the Saints looked really good this last week. I like what the defense is doing. Tua still would like to see what he's got going. This is a good matchup for him with this tough defense. I'm gonna go Raven.
I'm gonna go Ravens too. I don't like Tua against this Ravens defense.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
I would like to see what what's the head coach for the Dolphins name?
Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniels. Yeah. Such a forgettable name. I would like, for such a non-forgettable person, it's super crazy. I would like to see what he's got cooked up offensively. I'm sure that they're going to do better than I think they are.
Yeah.
But I'm picking the Ravens based on what I know is that their defense is going to try and confuse the shit out of Tua.
Right. Makes sense. I'm with you on that one. Next one we got here, we have the Jets at the Browns. Browns are 6.5-point favorites. At home. I think the obvious answer here is the Browns. Because that defense is good, but I don't know if 6.5. I could see them winning by a touchdown, but I don't know.
I'm picking the Browns. Yeah. I don't like the 6.5 either. It's weird.
It is
but
weird.
They're gonna run the ball all over the Jets.
Right.
And they're a better football team than the Jets. The Jets are gonna get smothered out by the Browns defense.
Yeah. By the way, I should have mentioned her. If you see me looking this way, it's because Trey's right here on my screen, right fucking there. So that's why I'm looking to the fucking right and try to look at my camera as much as I can. Anywho, next game here. Commanders at Lions. Lions are 1.5-point favorites at home, going against the Carl Wentz's. What do you think?
You know I don't like picking Carl. But I think they're the better team. I gotta go Commanders. I think they're the better team. I think they showed me more week 1.
Against my better
go
ahead.
I'm gonna go Commanders. I think the front line is gonna eat Jared Goff next week. I'm gonna go Commanders.
Against my better judgment, I'm gonna go Lions. I don't know why. I shouldn't. But
just a gut feeling.
I feel like I got to make a Lions pick at some point this season. I think it's a good place to make it. So I can say, I picked them once. So I'm gonna go Lions. Yeah. Okay. I'm not confident about it, but I'll throw one out there. You made a couple.
I respect it.
You made a couple deep ones last week, so it's only fair.
I swung last week. I swung at a few last week. I fucking missed.
Yeah, it's only fair. I swing on
okay.
Next matchup, we got the 0-1 Colts versus the 0-1 Jaguars. Colts are 4.5-point favorites against the Jaguars after they were just 7.5-point fucking favorites against the Texans. I don't think the Jaguars are a better team than the Texans. And I think the Colts get back on track this week against Jaguars because you mentioned the point earlier when we were reviewing games. We don't really truly know what this Jaguars team is. I feel like the Colts, I trust them a little bit more. Give me the Colts.
Based on last week, I want to pick the Jaguars.
Okay.
But based on what happened in Clanton, USA last year, I'm picking the Colts.
Yeah, that's another point I didn't hit on. But yeah, that's a good yeah, I'm with you.
I think the Colts are going to be fired up. They're not about to drop one in Jacksonville.
No, I don't think so. Next, we got Buccaneers at Saints. Always an interesting game. Always a fucking interesting game because of how Tom Brady usually plays against Saints. Buccaneers probably plays into what this line is. Buccaneers are 2.5-point favorites. And the Saints are the home dogs going into this week. What you thinking? What are you thinking here?
I'm never going to look at a game where it's Todd Bowles and Tom Brady versus Jameis Winston and a dude whose name I can't remember. So I'm going to pick the Bucs.
Yeah, what is his name? Dennis Allen.
Not Sean Payton.
Dennis Allen.
Yeah, not Sean Payton. That's what his name is.
So you're going with Tom Brady.
Right. Yeah, I'm going with Tom Brady.
Okay.
No disrespect to the Saints and the nice comeback they had last week. But I'm picking Tom Brady and the loaded up Bucs.
Yeah, and the Saints. So Saints face Falcons. Falcons aren't likely or not that good. But this Buccaneers matchup versus the Saints is always a fucking always a shit show for the Buccaneers. It's like, oh yeah, Buccaneers should blow them out, and it's like they either lose or they squeak out a win, and it's like, oh my god. But I really I'm gonna go Saints. I'm gonna go Saints.
Okay.
Against my better judgment, but I'm gonna go Saints.
Respect it.
Yep. The humdinger of a game here. Panthers at Giants. Panthers are 1.5-point dogs. Giants are at home.
Pick.
This is a trap pick. If you're betting, don't bet on this game. Just leave it alone.
No.
Just leave it alone. I will pick the... I'm going to pick the Panthers. Pick the Panthers.
Yeah.
I'm the dogs.
It's in New York.
Is in New York. Yep. Yeah, team on the bottom is always the team that's at home, and with the way I make the schedule. And I think I did it right this week.
Give me the Panthers. Yeah, give me the Panthers. I want to ride the wave of emotion that the Giants had, but again, I think they're gonna ride that right into 2-6.
Yeah, right.
Starting out. Yeah, give me the Panthers.
Okay. Next matchup here, we got the Patriots at the Steelers. Patriots are 2.5-point favorites. Against the Steelers. I want to confirm that real quick just to make sure that's correct and make sure I don't make a mistake there because that seems weird to me. Like with the way, like
that makes sense to me considering they always
Steelers didn't look great, but at the same time,
I'm sure they're giving it to Bill Belichick. That is what the fucking.
Yeah, let's see real quick. Let's just confirm just to make. Yeah, Steelers are 2.5-point dogs. Give me the Steelers though. Give me the Steelers in that one. I know who you're picking. So.
Yeah, you know who I'm picking.
Yeah. So you don't even fucking talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, give me the Steelers.
I think we're going to get after Mac Jones.
Yeah, me too. I don't know who the fucking Patriots are going to fucking throw the ball to either. So, even without TJ Watt, I think there's going to be it's going to be a tough one. Tough day for Mac Jones. And his first game at Acrisure Stadium, too.
Acrisure. This is the first game of Acrisure of the year. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait. Let's go. Give me
Everyone's going down the shore. All right, next game here on the list. This is the biggest point spread of the week. We have the Falcons at the Rams. Rams are 10.5-point favorites against this Falcons team that almost squeaked it out against the Saints.
Rams, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to take Rams too. At the end of this, I'm going to circle back.
That's a lot to chew on. No, I'm picking the Rams.
Give me the Rams. Rams bounce back. Give me the when we go back, I'm gonna circle back on some betting stuff too because I think I'm taking a lot of dogs. Like that Falcons plus 10.5. That's pretty juicy with how they played. Yeah. The Texans 9.5. That's really fucking juicy there. The Seahawks 8.5 with when we don't know what Trey Lance looks like. That's really good. Bears 9.5. With the way the Packers looked, it could be good. Anyway, let's get to the next game, though, on the picks. Because we don't pick spreads. We pick winners. Because wins and losses are the only thing that fucking matter at the end of the day.
That's all that matters.
Seahawks at 49ers. Just talking about it briefly. 49ers 0-1. Seahawks get the win. 8.5-point favorites are the 49ers at home.
Give me Seahawks.
I'm going to take Niners just because you picked the Seahawks. But I was leaning Seahawks as well. I do.
Wow. Look at you. I'll swing at this one alone. I don't care.
I do really like the 8.5 though for the Seahawks. Like I would not be shocked if this is a tight game. One, it's a divisional game. Two, Seahawks played pretty well against the Broncos.
He got them boys playing hard right.
And we don't know what Trey Lance is. That's three big things there that we don't know. And Elijah Mitchell got hurt against for the 49ers, so that's main back out. So
George Kittle going to be back?
Hard to say. I don't know, but probably. If I had to make a guess, I would say probably.
I'm still taking the Seahawks.
Fair enough. Next game here on the docket, we got the Bengals at Cowboys. This game opened up. Cowboys, I believe. I think the point spread was like 2.5 or something like that, and then Dak got hurt. Game 7.5 Bengals. Like it fucking bang shot up there. But yeah, Bengals now are 7.5-point favorites on the road at the Cowboys. We just talked. You heard how much I don't like this Cowboys team. Give me the Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
If Dak was in there, you could maybe convince me to take the Cowboys, but I'm taking the Bengals considering they still almost won last week.
Yeah.
After 5 turnovers and 7 sacks.
Right. Next game, we got the Texans at the Broncos. Broncos are 9.5-point favorites at home. Russell Wilson gets to let it ride at whatever their stadium's called now, because I don't think it's what it used to be. Yeah, I don't think it's that anymore. I think it's something else. But who do you have in this one?
Give me the Broncos in a bounce back game for Russ and Russ alone. I think the coach is a fucking stooge. And I think he's going to single-handed. I think Russ and the Broncos will be very good next year. I think he's going to hold them back this year.
Give me the Texans.
Okay.
Rex Burkhead and the Texans. Go in. Go into Denver and get the win.
Okay.
Give me the Texans. That's a big swinger right there. You picked Jets last week. I picked Texans this week. Cardinals at
Well,
Raiders.
the Jets were playing the Ravens. The Jets were playing the Texans. Were playing the Broncos. It's a little different. But all right, see.
9.5-point dogs. So give me the Texans. Cardinals at Raiders. Raiders are favored by 4.5 at home. Yeah, give me the Raiders. The Raiders. We don't even talk about this one. I don't think. Oh, you're thinking. Wheels are turning, huh?
They are turning.
Okay.
But I'm gonna take the Raiders as well.
Okay. Yeah, I just think Raiders still look pretty good against that Chargers team that has a crazy ass defense. Cardinals.
Yeah, I just don't think the Cardinals.
Yeah, they're offense bad.
Who are they throwing the ball to?
Yeah, we Dortch. Didn't even know it was a guy. Anyway, Bears at Packers. This is probably first time in a long while the Bears have a winning record facing the Packers, who have a losing record.
Don't matter.
They're 9.5-point dogs at the Packers. What are you thinking?
Packers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Packers too again. I really like the 9.5 here though. Really like.
I like Aaron Rodgers bouncing back against a divisional opponent that he's comfortable playing.
Yeah.
At home. But that defense is good. They'll get after him, but I'm still taking Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Taking the Packers.
Sounds good. I'm with you there on that one too. Titans at Bills. Titans are 9.5-point dogs at the Bills. This is not one of those plus 9.5s I like. Give me the Bills. Give me the fucking Bills.
Yeah, give me Bills too.
Yeah, no AJ Brown. Give me the Bills. Give me the fucking Bills.
Oh, Vikings.
This is a really good game Monday night. This Monday night game, bottom right. This is really good. That Titans Bills is Sunday night, by the way. I think. Might be wrong. Might be wrong.
I think that's it.
Yeah, no. I'm wrong, and it's because they threw a monkey wrench in at me. Bears Packers is Sunday night. Titans Bills and Vikings Eagles are Monday night. That's what those sons of bitches.
Okay.
But this is a really good fucking game. Vikings at Eagles. I didn't put the fucking record in there for some reason, I guess. I forgot they're both 1-0 though. I'm realizing. Both 1-0. Eagles are favored by 1.5. I'm thinking that's probably only because they're at home. If it was the other way, I'm gonna take the Eagles. I'm gonna go against you in this one, but I'm not mad about that Vikings pick at all. With
I
the
like
way
the
they
Vikings
look.
a lot right now.
Yeah.
And I like Kirk more than Jalen. I'm gonna go Vikings.
Okay. It's an interesting matchup. I'm gonna be. That is probably the most intriguing game to me on this week.
You swung at a few this week.
Huh? I swung at a few. Yeah.
You swung at a few.
The the game that starts the week, game that ends the week, most intriguing to me this week. Vikings, Eagles, Chargers, Chiefs. Yep. Yeah. We'll see. See how that goes.
I like it.
That wraps up our coverage for week 2, or recap of week 1. We look forward to another exciting, extravagant, crazy, absolutely insane week of NFL football.
Ridiculous.
Stupendous.
Nonsensical. Tabernacle. I don't know. I'm saying.
If week 1 was showing us anything about the season, that means this season's going to be unpredictable and it's going to be fucking wild.
My record's going to be a lot worse than last season.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, don't forget to like.
That's not a trend. Like, subscribe.
There you go.
Promotional jargon. Do it. Matt, do it. What's the promotional jargon?
Yeah, we like, subscribe, and we ding the bell so they don't miss any episode of Football Talk, and they don't miss any episodes of the TSP.
They ding the bell icon. That's right.
That's right. Yeah, some people.
I never
about
mentioned the bell icon.
That's all right. Some people
mentioned the bell icon. TSP. Yes, tune in for episodes of the TSP and Football Talk. TSP audio every Friday. YouTube every Sunday. Football Talk every Thursday. TSP is on a break until August 7th, so we will return weekly for that on that date. Until then.